So, do you think it's possible to actually feel better in your 40s than you did in your 20s?
Hey friends, welcome to the Cozy Catch Up, where we talk about health, happiness, and living your best life in your 40s. I'm Stephanie,
And I'm Leah.
and we're registered nurses, we're besties, and now we are your new wellness BFFs. We spent years caring for others, but now we want to talk about something that matters just as much, which is taking care of you.
So, this podcast is all about health, happiness, and real life for women, just like us who are balancing careers, families, and everything in between, while still wanting to look and feel our best. In this episode, we'll share 3 hacks that'll help you sleep better.
Although we're registered nurses, this podcast is for informational purposes only. Always check with your doctor before trying anything new.
Initially, we were doing our podcast on fashion, trying to help women find their style and keep up with the trends. But we're going to be pivoting more towards health and wellness and, living your best life. In our future podcasts, we'll be discussing like life hacks, how to enjoy your life more, how we eat throughout the week to stay healthy, and then eventually indulge maybe on the weekends, and just other ways to keep you balanced.
Yeah, just having fun in your 40s, right? Finding those activities or doing things on the weekends. A lot of us are invested in our work schedules, and then we get a lot of burnout and feel tired. But we want to talk about ways to enjoy our lives more, whether it be through hobbies or going out to eat, which we love to do. That's like my number one thing is when I'm off, I want to go out, right? I want to eat somewhere good, eat somewhere new. But yeah, just also staying as healthy as possible in the meantime.
So, Steph, why are we here?
Yeah, I just wanted more work-life balance and just try to find our people and find others who can relate. I want to share about how we've been working as nurses for almost 20 years. And obviously, for those who work nights, it takes a toll on your body. Started when I was 24 years old, and over the years, it just started to feel harder to have that energy throughout the day. I remember when we were in our 20s, we'd go to work, drive to LA, right? And then still go to the club after without barely any sleep. But then once you have kids, the energy just starts to deflate and it just seemed harder. It took a toll on my body, started feeling sick, like a zombie all the time, even when we were off.
I remember having to work all those long shifts and then missing out on important events. Yeah, that was heartbreaking.
Even holidays, you know, like worst thing is like everyone was coming to the house to celebrate Christmas and I had to leave mid party.
Oh,
And
yeah.
everyone's like, "Oh, where are you going?" And I was like, "Yeah, I have to go to work." They're like,
Yep.
"Oh, at least you get your overtime pay." I'm like, "Yay. I'd rather be here, you know?" Yeah.
I know.
Money isn't always better, right? I'd rather have quality time with family.
Yeah, because you can't get the time back.
Mhm.
Your job's always going to be there, the money's always going to be there. But that time that you lose with the important people in your life, it slips away when you're working those important events.
Yeah.
Especially your kids when they're little, you want to spend as much time with them and create as much memories with
Yep.
them during those holidays and birthdays. It sucks when you have to miss it because of work.
It's the worst feeling. Oh,
For
we've all
real.
been there, but man, it's really hard.
And I could see like the transition and the way my body was reacting to the night shift, especially eating all hours of the night. Most of the time we'd have potlucks, especially for birthdays, like at least every month, or potlucks every other weekend. People would bring in food and we just eat all night long. We'd eat before work, we'd eat at work, and it's just so erratic. And, you could see it. We're gaining weight just working the night shift. You try to have a consistent like workout schedule, but that's like impossible because you're so exhausted by the time you're done with your 312s night shift. You're like, we just don't want to do anything for the next week.
Yep.
And then you got to mentally prepare yourself for your next shift. And then also realizing that it was becoming more dangerous working night shift because we have to drive home in the morning and you're exhausted and super sleepy. Sometimes I wouldn't even remember how I got home.
I know. I've done that where I'm like, "Oh gosh, I'm home." Like, holy crap, I made it. I don't remember parking in my driveway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super dangerous.
That's scary. And yeah, and then I would, tell myself to pull over somewhere like a parking lot or something where there's a lot of people, or even just like 2 blocks from my house. I
Yeah.
would have to pull over and just close my eyes for like however long I needed to, like 10, 15 minutes, just to make it home safely. I decided not to stay on night shift anymore.
I remember just like trying to stay awake mid shift, just like middle of the night. And I just go to the lounge to eat. I need to eat something to wake up. It's like that unhealthy, right? We're just trying to survive the night shift and trying to
Right?
stay awake. So you tend to either sleep if you get a chance to, or you're just stuffing your face because maybe I need to eat right now. That's the pattern. And then, of course, you get home. Like you said, you want to work out, but like, am I going to work out or sleep? What's more
Oh
important?
yeah.
I'm going to sleep. So, yeah, that's
Sleep.
out the window.
Yeah, it's fine in your 20s, like when you're starting your nursing career, you have all this energy. But then once you start getting close to your 40s, it does take a toll on your body.
So now, currently, we left the bedside. We work together, so we're coworkers. We're advice nurses now. We work from home. We work day shift, which was a big change. I mean, I'm a night person, so I don't like waking up early, but at the same time, I feel it in my body. I actually get to sleep at night, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm just more normal. You see the sunlight. I don't feel like a vampire anymore. We get our weekends off, luckily, with our schedule, with our job. And yeah, I just feel happier. So there are nursing careers out there, right, that don't need to take a toll on your health and on your body.
It is the easiest, hardest job you'll ever have.
Yeah.
It's easy because you're not at the bedside, you're on the computer, but mentally, you're on your toes all the time. You're always making so many decisions in
Yeah.
each call. So, and it's, people's lives still in your hands.
And for our fellow nurses out there, if you are at the bedside and you have some questions about advice nursing, or you're thinking of jumping ship to leaving the bedside and being an advice nurse, let us know in the comments and we'll maybe make an episode about our career as an advice nurse.
Yeah.
So it's funny how like time flies. I remember starting off when we were in our 20s, I would look at 40-year-olds and I'd be like, "You're so old." But we
Yeah.
did work with a lot of women who were turning 40 and they looked amazing. I just remember signing the birthday card like, "Dang, they're 40? I want to look like that when I'm 40." It just
Mm-hmm.
felt like it was such a far gap of
Mm-hmm.
age between us and being 40. And then all of a sudden, I'm 40 plus and you just see or ask yourself like, where did the time go? But at the same time, your priorities change in your 40s, right? That's why we both left night shift, started noticing you feeling like your body's getting either burnt out or run down. And you start realizing that your body's not really young anymore. We have to take more care of our health. I
Yeah.
can't drink the way I used to. We can't party the way we used to. I wish I could, but you just start noticing like we have to start making healthier choices. And then people around me, like family, parents, friends, also start getting sick or sicker, right? The older we
Right.
get. So it's a eye opener. Just the reality of aging. I hate that
Yeah.
word, but yeah.
When we were little, we watch our aunties and uncles, or like they were in their 40s. They got their beer bellies and everything. And then they would, start talking about their high blood pressure and diabetes. And they say, "Oh, I got gout. That's why I'm limping." And it's just, that seems so far away, but that's us now, our generation. We're in our
Mm-hmm.
40s, and now some of our friends and cousins that are our age going through the same thing. I'm like, dude, we're the aunties and uncles now.
When my kids look at me, they're like, "You're old. You're
Yeah.
so old." And I guess I am. I don't really feel old. I think it's more of a reality check when our friends are on blood pressure medication and they have
Mhm.
to go to the ER because they had chest pain, or,
Yeah.
oh, they have gout and they're limping. It's really something avoidable at the same time if you're not conscious of it. Right? It's going to
Yeah,
happen.
those things are
We're
preventable.
here to talk about that too and just share ways to be more healthy, especially with our Filipino culture. Of course, we have a lot of good food and social parties that will oftentimes put you in that spot where you have to make a choice, right? Like, do you want to wake up with gout or do you want to wake up tomorrow and be able to run 2 miles? Like, which way
Yeah,
are you going to go?
for real. Yep, I'm just guilty of indulging all the time. time at family parties.
I mean, it's just normal. Sometimes we have to kind of break that habit and just be
Mhm.
more intentional with our health and choices.
I try to be more intentional at home. Then on the weekends, or if there's a party, then that'll be like my cheat day. Why is sleep so important?
It heals the body, right? I feel like a lot of the stuff, like our ailments, things that are affecting us in our daily lives, like our mental health, our mood, it can be resolved by getting a good night's sleep of like what, 8 hours
Mhm.
ideally. But who actually does that and who can do it? I know I'm guilty. Like I have bad sleep habits. I sleep very late and then we got to wake up early for work. And then I just feel like crap throughout the day sometimes.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it's on me most of the time now that I'm not working night shift. I want to cram so much during the time that I'm awake that I just kind of
Yeah,
sacrifice my sleep
I
so I
know.
can get things done. I'll stay up just to get that time in. Sometimes it's hard to think and I have to take extra coffee just to
Yeah.
stay awake or
Yep.
think better.
Yeah. It's like a never ending cycle, you know? I know most of us are guilty of that. So, sleep is everything. That's why we made our Penny and Lee pillowcases, because good sleep should feel luxurious and healthy. We have three colors. I have the gray one here, super
I got the white
silky.
one.
You have the white one, and then I have the pink one. And yeah, go to our website. We also have other different items. We have coffee, we have blankets, journals, and other stuff. So check us out, candidly.com.
We created these pillowcases made out of silk and copper because after years of doing those 12-hour shifts and no sleep, we knew we deserved better rest. And we realized so does your hair and your skin. So this will help definitely take care of your skin and your hair while you're sleeping.
So the copper infused silk is antimicrobial, so it helps with breakouts. The silkiness reduces friction on your skin. If you're a side sleeper, of course, being 40 and wrinkles, we don't want to add to that. I use this every night. I love it. We want you to love it too. So yeah, visit our website and go ahead and grab one for you and your loved ones. I travel with this everywhere. Not the whole pillow, but you know, the pillowcase when I go
Mm-hmm.
to trips and road trips and you have a pillow in the car, I have it on there. And that way, yeah, it's just clean. You get a good night's sleep. And again, caring for your face and the wrinkles, breakouts, things like that. It really helps to have it. So yeah, every night.
Yes. Yes. She goes with me. I will bring her on my trip. And our website is pennyandlee.com. We'll be offering a 25% discount. So check out the code in the description below. As promised, we are giving you 3 hacks on how to sleep better starting this week that you can implement. Our first hack is no screens 1 hour before bed.
Yeah.
Do you do that stuff?
Are you down for that challenge? I definitely do not do that. So I will try. No, I'm not going to try. I'm going to do it. 1 hour
Yes.
before bed, I will turn off my phone. I usually put my phone like across the room. So when the alarm goes off, I have to walk because I have woken up late for work a few times, which is really bad. So yeah, I'll do that. 1 hour before
Okay.
bed, I'll do it.
Yes, I'll do it with you. That's a challenge, but we can do it.
Another hack to sleep better is to take magnesium supplements or drink some herbal tea before bed. It helps calm you. Herbal tea is usually, it shouldn't be caffeinated, so obviously no caffeine before bed. I personally started taking magnesium. I bought some like gummies that I started like 2 weeks ago, and I think it has helped me sleep better. I just
Ooh.
feel when I wake up, I had a lot of dreams and my sleep was deeper. Like I do feel more
Ooh.
rested. I mean, I don't know if it's
Okay.
placebo, but worth a shot, right? So yeah, I've been taking
Yeah.
magnesium. What about you? Have you tried magnesium or drinking tea before bed?
I sometimes I'll drink tea before bed, like the non-caffeinated ones. I've done the ginger turmeric ones, like from Trader Joe's, or chamomile tea, something, or
Yep.
even just like warm water helps me go to bed. I haven't tried the magnesium. What brand do you use?
I just bought like a, I don't know, non-GMO, whatever was on Amazon. Yeah, I can put the link below. I just kind of went by the reviews and then chose it that way.
Oh,
Nothing
cool.
specific, but I just figure it's worth a shot. Let me try this magnesium and see if it actually
Mhm.
helps. So yeah, I do feel
Yeah.
a difference.
And our last hack is sleeping with our Penny and Lee pillowcase. So definitely, you're in your 40s, girl, you need to Take care of yourself, pamper yourself, sleep in luxury. Go to bed like you're the queen that you are. Take care of yourself. Take care of your hair and your skin.
In our next video, we're going to talk about how to avoid getting gout, especially being Filipino. Check this out right here. If you want to laugh, learn, and live a little healthier with us, hit subscribe to join our community.
We have so much planned for you: health tips, real life stories, and the best ways to take care of yourself without feeling overwhelmed. See you next time. Bye.